TikTok is home to some of the most disgusting mukbang videos of all time, where people will literally eat body parts of animals that I did not even know existed. But I recently discovered a brand new category of mukbangs, which I like to call brain-dead mukbangs, where people just eat the most stupid things you could possibly think of. And so today I wanted to take a look at some of the dumbest mukbangs I could find to see how creative people have become. What is this person doing? What the hell is this person trying to achieve? Why would you ever need to attach 3 straws to yourself? It's not like this is some like speed run, or maybe it is. Maybe she's trying to train and like practice for some sort of like speed run for like eating passion fruit seeds. But even then, this does not look like a very effective method at all, because you can't even get them all up at the same time. You may as well just use 1 straw, or actually you may as well just bundle all 3 straws into your mouth, because then at least that way you'll be able to eat it. Meanwhile, she spends half the time trying to figure out how to get all the stuff through the nose and also the mouth at the same time. I don't think it's even possible to eat through your nose and your mouth at the same time and like suck at both at the same time. Or the other possibility I thought of is that maybe she's, you know, fresh out the hospital after receiving her first lobotomy, and then this is the very first thing she attempts to do after the lobotomy. She tries to drink passion fruit with 3 straws through the mouth and the nose. But even then, you can see over here, she does manage to inhale a little bit through her nose. But then then what? It's just so slow. She's not even doing anything. It's not even working the way it's intended. You're meant to like, just like suck it up like constantly. And the passion fruit would be so sour going up your nose. Like, I don't think it would be worth it. Even if it does allow you to eat passion fruit at 3 times the speed, is it really worth it at that point? But then at the end, instead of just eating it all with 1 single straw, she does something even more barbaric. She just does it like face into the plate and just slurps it all up off the plate. Okay, nice. What type of torture machine is this? Why is he eating soap? Surely that is not healthy at all. It's meant for sensitive skin, not for human consumption. But the guy starts off by unboxing a fresh Dove soap out of the packet. It's fresh out of the packet. It didn't even get to be used. Actually, I don't know whether it'd be worse if it was used. Actually, you know, it would be much worse. It would be like 10 times worse if it was used like on someone's ass or something. Actually, it depends whose ass though. Like if it was used on like, actually, I don't. But like in all seriousness, like if there was a soap bar that was used on like, for example, like Madison Beer's ass, like if she wiped all of her like dingleberries diarrhea out her ass with this soap bar, would you eat it? Like, would it make it more appealing to eat or not? But anyways, he shows off the soap bar to us. It's a Dove soap bar. How much do these even cost? Damn, they're kind of expensive. $7.80 for a soap bar. Okay, that is a pretty expensive snack. Oh my god, $37 over here. I feel like at that point, like a bag of Doritos would be cheaper, and it would probably be more healthy as well. But anyways, he can't even eat it on its own. He has to scoop up some like soap bubbles as sauce before he licks it. Oh, he just licks it. And then he goes and he bites it. Okay, nice. It's strangely crunchy. I wonder what it would taste like though. Actually, I probably don't. It would probably taste like slimy and everything, and it would probably taste like flowers and stuff. Has anyone drank rose water before? Like rose water, like with the flower flavor? I don't know how anybody enjoys drinking rose water. It's like the most disgusting thing I've ever drank in my entire life. And so eating a soap bar would be like eating rose water, basically. Look at his tongue. Oh my, and you could see the chewed pieces of soap. It looks like chewing gum. But look at his tongue. He's literally, wait, isn't that what they used to do in the olden days? If you like said a bad word, didn't they like wash your mouth with like soap? Yeah, it used to be like an old punishment, washing out the mouth with soap. But anyways, I wonder what the worst repercussions of eating soap are. Eating soap can cause nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Oh wait. Okay, that's it. You know what? That's not that bad. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. I can handle that. I could honestly handle that. And so going back, so if Madison Beer wiped up all of her dingleberries with a soap bar, if you ate it, like the worst thing that could happen would just be nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. That's not too bad. That's doable. At least it won't cause death. What the brain damage is going on here? Why is she just eating a plate of raw, dry rice? And why is it making that sound when she's crunching it? It sounds like she's breaking her teeth. Is this normal? Like, is this a normal snack to eat? Because I've never seen or never heard of anyone eat raw rice. And she's even wearing the microphone up here for like extra ASMR. Wait, maybe the only reason why she's doing this is for ASMR. Maybe she's like secretly like absolutely dying on the inside. Like she's just eating it, but she has to do it for the ASMR, but like it tastes absolutely horrible. But how hard is it to just buy a rice cooker and just cook the rice? You can get one from Kmart for $14. This is not too bad. $14 and you can have like a nice succulent meal of rice. But instead you choose to just eat it raw, straight up. Okay, nice. But why is she just staring at me as if it's my fault that her rice isn't cooked? Like the entire time she's doing this mukbang, she's just staring at me as if like I should be guilty. Unless maybe this is a clip from a live stream, and so maybe the challenge is that she's gonna keep eating raw rice until someone donates enough money so that she can actually buy a rice cooker. Maybe she was doing a TikTok live and then she wanted people to gift her, and then maybe this is her way of making people feel sorry for her. And so honestly, if I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw this TikTok live come up on my feed and she was staring at me that she wanted me to donate some money for a rice cooker, maybe I would actually honestly donate absolutely nothing. I would not give you your rice cooker. You gotta earn that yourself. I'm not gonna donate you for just doing some random TikTok live of you just eating some raw rice. You should get a job and you should save up $14 to get your Kmart rice cooker. I'm kidding. Okay, was that harsh? I don't know whether that was harsh.
我家老铁说了，用头开海胆没意思，用嘴开。如果能开成功，一定要给我来个双击。哎呀！
There is no way this is real, and even if it was real, was it worth it? Because if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically a sea urchin, and like you are not meant to eat it like this at all. It's basically a rock hard shell, and it has like stuff on the inside. It's sort of meant to look like this, like you're meant to just get a spoon, just scoop up the egg, just eat it. Some people don't like it. I don't mind it. I've eaten it before. It's fine, honestly. But the way you're meant to open it is like this in the picture. Like you should usually get a knife and just like cut it around, but like even then, it's pretty hard to cut because it's like a shell. So you sort of have to crack it with like a knife or something. Meanwhile, this person tries to crack it open with her own mouth. Like, what is the reasoning here? First of all, I'm surprised she hasn't actually, like, broken her teeth by doing this, because I'm pretty sure the odds of breaking your teeth from doing this is, like, pretty high. But somehow she's managed to get it open. But the second thing that's dangerous about these sea urchins is that you see these spikes over here. I'm pretty sure they're, like, a little bit poisonous. And so basically what happens is if you get stabbed by one of them, it sort of breaks off in your, like, your flesh. And usually people, like, accidentally step on sea urchins and it becomes like this. Like, this is what it looks like. And it's extremely painful from what I've heard. Like, my friends have stepped on them before, somehow. Like, I don't even know how you ever step on one of these things. So my friends have stepped on them before and they said it was extremely painful. And so what I assume has happened is that in the process of biting this, she's also been stabbed in the tongue or in the lip with like the spikes. So basically she'll have all of these marks all over her lips and her like tongue. But also if you look inside here, I don't even think this sea urchin was old enough to be eaten. It looks extremely pale for a sea urchin. Like usually it should be like a little bit darker. Like usually it should be like roughly around this color. But this one looks like a very like malnourished sea urchin, or maybe it's just a very young sea urchin. I don't know whether this was like legal to fish this one. Also, why is there soy sauce on the plate here? Like, what is that seasoning? You're not meant to eat the outside of the shell, and so there's no point seasoning the outside of the sea urchin shell. It's not like the spikes can like suck up the soy sauce and put it into the inside, because at this point I'm pretty sure the sea urchin might be dead already.
I'm at work and I'm craving so bad, so I brought some. I refill this. The dragon fruit instead of our little yellow box. I put some baker's corn in there.
I think this one is somehow even worse than the actual like eating soap one. Because what is this recipe? I'm pretty sure she works at like a hospital or something, and she says she's at work and she's craving like this meal, that like this recipe. But the recipe looks like it's just a bar of Dove soap, dragon fruit Dove, and I think she's mixed cornstarch in it as well. So basically she's just pouring cornstarch onto the soap just to get some flavor, and then she eats the cornstarch by itself. And you can hear the noise it makes with her teeth. Like there's so much cornstarch and it's so dry that it makes this sort of like crunchy noise. It sounds like nails on like a chalkboard, honestly, because it's like just sliding past each other. But also, who thinks of this? Like, who was the first person to think of this recipe? Like, how does this even happen? Like, do you just have some random bowl and then all of a sudden someone threw like a Dove dragon fruit Dove soap bar into it, and then all of a sudden somehow, like by coincidence, someone also like a whole packet of cornstarch fell into the same bowl, and then you sort of tripped on a stair, and then you had a fork in your hand, and then you accidentally like scooped up a bit and just ate it, and you're like, oh wow, this tastes amazing. I should make more of this. I should commercialize this. I should sell this. Like, how did you even come up with this idea? I don't even know whether this is her idea. Maybe it's one of her friends' ideas. But how can it possibly taste good? Because it's just cornstarch. There's no sugar in it or anything. The only flavor comes from, like, I assume the scent of the dragon fruit Dove soap bar. But I assume it tastes really, really good for her at least, because why is she just whipping this out in the middle of work? Like, can't she just wait until she gets home? Also, I don't know whether it's a good look to be like eating this like potentially dangerous meal in front of like hospital patients and stuff. And I think it looks like she works at maybe like a children's hospital. You can see like some stuff in the background. So she's just gonna end up encouraging children to eat cornstarch with dragon fruit Dove. Actually, maybe I'm missing something. Is it unhealthy to eat soap? I'm pretty sure, like last time I checked, it's unhealthy to eat soap. Why do people eat cornstarch off soap bar? Wait, what? There's more of this? What is this trend? I've never seen this before. What is this? So this is another soap bar with... that's just cornstarch. Plain cornstarch. Don't tell me she's gonna eat it. Okay, they're gonna eat it.
Beri macam-macam. Beri. Oh.
I don't know what I just witnessed, but it was a little bit funny. Even though I do feel bad for her, it was a little bit funny. Because it looks like she's prepared some sort of like mukbang. I think this is like eggs in like some sort of like pickle juice. So maybe it's like pickled eggs, I assume. But then for some reason, as she's eating one of them, she somehow fakes an injury. Like, where did the injury occur? How did anything get into her eye? Because I assume that this pickle juice got into her eye. And you can see down here, it looks like there are quite a few chilies in there. And so it would be pretty painful to have chili pickle juice get stuck in your eye. But if we do an instant replay of what happens, like let's just pause at the moment it happened. Like it happened here. And where is the juice? Where is the juice? So I think something splashed down there. Maybe it splashed back up. But even then, like I cannot figure out what got into her eye. Maybe she was hallucinating. Or maybe the egg tasted so bad that like she just had like some reflex response. Like it tastes so bad that she has to like scrunch her face up in disgust. Maybe the egg had like a real chicken in it. Like maybe it was like a very developed egg. And so she immediately spits out the egg and she just chucks it to the side. But here's the thing. She uses her water bottle to take a sip of water before even rinsing her eye. And so I'm pretty sure that confirms that like the entire mixture tastes like horrible. The fact that she had to rinse her mouth out before rinsing her eye, which was like the thing that got affected, that sort of indicates that like the entire meal was just disgusting. But anyway, she finally decides to just rinse her eye out and it does not do anything at all. She starts rubbing her face with the exact same hand that handled the egg. Because you can see here, she spat out the egg onto that hand over here and the egg had more of this chili sauce. And so by rubbing her face with that exact same hand, isn't she just getting more of the chili sauce into her eye? And I assume that's why nothing like fixes. Even after she's like done drying herself up, she's still affected by like the sauce in her eye. She starts crying as well. She can't even rinse it out properly. And so she starts crying and she continues the mukbang somehow. And she's still in so much pain that by the time she finally balances it onto her fork, she can't even put it into her mouth because she's still in so much pain. Why the search is mukbang fails? Like, how do you fail mukbang? How did this even happen? I think she was faking it, honestly. I think she was faking it for the content. Like, there was nothing that went into her eye. I think she faked it just to get more views because this has 1.7 million likes.
Come on, baby, let's go. 撸个串儿。
First of all, did this person just make a pebble kebab? Why did she think it was a good idea to eat a kebab full of pebbles? I don't know whether they're edible. Like, it's a pebble kebab. And second of all, did anybody see this crab that just fell into there? Like, this crab must be having like the time of his life right now. That crab better be going sicko mode down there. He better not waste that opportunity. But anyways, on closer inspection, it looks like it is not in fact a pebble kebab. It looks like it's some sort of like sea snail. And the person's technique for eating it is to just eat all the shells, spit it out into her hand, and then eat the meat all at once. I guess that's a pretty decent strat. Wait, but also, why was there a crab on the plate in the first place? Like, was she meant to eat the crab as well? And it just like got away, just escaped? Or maybe the crab is her pet, and then like this is a very normal occurrence. Maybe he goes down there to do like a bit of like trimming. Like she gets a haircut down there. If she is hairy down there somehow. This is called Okay, how do I pronounce that? Marinated mud snail. Okay, let's just search this up. Let's just search up the Chinese version. Let's find some sort of recipe. Okay, we have, okay, let's just click this random website. Okay, so this is what the mud snails look like originally. Okay, nice. So we need, 500 grams of this, whatever this is. And it looks like step 1 is to do this. Let me get like an English recipe. You know what? It doesn't look that bad, honestly. Like, it doesn't look that bad. I think I could probably do this. Like, I could probably eat this. It doesn't look that bad. The crab was like, ooh, what's in here? What a hilarious comment.